How's it going, everyone? This is Cosmic Kaiju here, doing a Q&A video just to help to get to know me better, since I've only got like 2 Let's Plays going right now. This is Super Star Wars, and I'm actually not playing this on a Super Nintendo. I'm streaming it off of the PlayStation 4, which brings me to my first question. Am I going to be doing any old school games, or am I just sticking to specific, like, you know, PS4, Xbox One, newer generation kind of games? Actually, both. While I am streaming my games right now off of the PlayStation 4, it's really the only way that I can stream anything at the moment. I don't have a computer nor a capture card. I don't really have the funds right now for that kind of thing. I'm about to be going back into college this fall for a degree in business. So it might be a little while before I actually get the chance to start, you know, older games. However, I do have like all the systems. I have a Super Nintendo, a GameCube, a Wii. Also have a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, all that good stuff. Also have a Nintendo, regular Nintendo. But yeah, I do definitely intend on doing older games as well as newer. I actually prefer older games to new. It's what I was raised on. Mostly Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64 is what I'm used to. What else? What was the next question here? Next question. If I had to rank the Castlevania games from best to worst, how would I rate them? That's a pretty good question. Castlevania is actually my 3rd favorite game series. So expect to see a lot of Castlevania Let's Plays on my channel. Probably if I had to rank them, I haven't played every single Castlevania game. I've played quite a few. If I had to rate them, though, I would say Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania 3, Area of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Rondo of Blood, Belmont's Revenge, Adventure Rebirth, Castlevania 64, which I personally didn't like. It's not a great Castlevania game, but it's not terrible either. Not in my opinion. I don't think it's definitely not what I would consider anything as good as the ones I've named so far. But it's still okay. It's an okay game. I haven't played Legacy of Darkness, but from what I've seen, it's pretty much the same thing, except you get to transform into a werewolf, which might be a little more cool, to be honest. But after Castlevania 64, I'd probably say Mirror of Fate, Lords of Shadow, the second Lords of Shadow, and then probably Castlevania Adventure on Game Boy. That game actually isn't that bad, even though I'll probably rank it as my least favorite Castlevania game. The game's actually pretty good. It's hard as shit, and it's extremely dated. Which is why I prefer Adventure Rebirth over it. The only thing about Adventure Rebirth that I don't really care for is some of the sound effects in it are kind of generic, and it's a little too easy. I mean, it's a great game, you know, if you have a virtual console, or if you have a Wii, you know, definitely purchase it on the virtual console. It's an awesome game. It's a good like beginner's Castlevania game, I feel like. Just not challenging enough for me. I like my difficult Castlevania games. Final question. What 2018 games am I looking forward to the most? That is a very good question. There's quite a few 2018 games I'm looking forward to. I've actually compiled a list of some games. I've got quite a few here. Monster Hunter World. I've played Monster Hunter Ultimate 3 on my 3DS. It's the only Monster Hunter game I've actually really played. I'm not very familiar with the Monster Hunter series, but from what I've played, I really enjoy. It's a bit slow. You know, I mean, every game I guess is slow at first, but it's a little slow, but it's pretty fun. I'm still kind of learning the ropes and stuff. I actually need to get back to it, but I definitely want to master Monster Hunter before I ever stream it or record it, just to make sure I have my bearings on it. Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts is actually my favorite PlayStation 2 game of all time. I adore Kingdom Hearts. I do plan on recording and playing every Kingdom Hearts game on my channel, except for the ones on mobile and DS. Let's see, Far Cry 5, I'm a big Far Cry fan. Far Cry 3 and 4 were both phenomenal. Devil May Cry Trilogy Remastered, the HD remake coming out for PlayStation 4, I'm looking forward to that one very much. Had a really good time with that series as a kid. And when I say kid, I mean like a teenager, not as like a child. Dark Souls Remastered, that's gonna be the shit. I'm a big Dark Souls fan, as well as Bloodborne. I don't know if I would say I like Bloodborne more than Dark Souls. I kind of like them equally. But yeah, they're remastering Dark Souls for PS4. As if anyone didn't know, I don't know how you couldn't know, but maybe you just don't keep up with social media or something. But that's how I found out. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Agony. Agony looks awesome. I'm a big horror buff. Love horror movies, love horror games. Anything to do with horror, zombies, monsters. You know, anything that can go bump in the night, I'm totally a fan of. And I don't mean that in a suggestive way, so don't be getting any ideas. Let's see here, what else? God of War. The 4th God of War coming out. It looks pretty damn cool. It's pretty cool they got his son involved. Like, I don't know how he has a son all of a sudden, but that looks pretty cool. That's gonna be interesting, killing Nordic gods instead of Greek. Days Gone. I'm a giant zombie fan. I love zombies. I know I keep falling off these platforms because I have to look down at my list of games, but like I said, I'm not Let's Playing Star Wars. This is just a Q&A. Yeah, big zombie fan. The Walking Dead is pretty good of a show. I'm not a huge fan. I'm still like in season 3. I'm like way behind, but I love zombies, so that's gonna be really fun. It looks pretty interesting. Big Left 4 Dead fan as well. Wish they'd make a 3rd Left 4 Dead, but you know. Red Dead Redemption 2. I do plan on Let's Playing Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Revolver is pretty fun. I kind of like it. It's a lot more difficult than Red Dead Redemption, and the story is a lot more campy and stuff, which that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but Red Dead Redemption was a lot more immersive to me. That is actually one of the few games that I've 100%ed was Red Dead Redemption. I love that game, and I fall to my, well, not my death, but I do fall. I fell way the fuck back down here, so that's cool. This will be a horrible Let's Play, I swear to God. I can't play this game for shit. What's the next question, or next game on my list? Vampire. Vampire looks cool. There's not a release date, but there is a teaser out for that right now. It looks pretty interesting. It said that they were going to release episode 1 soon, so I'm guessing it's going to be like a 5-episode kind of series or something. I thought it was going to be one whole game, but maybe not, you know. They're just going to release it in episodes before they release the full game, I guess. That's going to be cool. That looks really cool. Deciding on who you want to turn to a vampire or kill or whatever. That's going to be interesting. Mega Man 11. Oh my God. Mega Man 11. I am so stoked for that game. I swear, man. I am a giant Mega Man fan. I've beaten 1 through 4 of the Mega Man series. That's the only ones I've actually beaten. Came close to beating 7 and got about halfway through 5. I don't know if I've played 6. I think I have, but I didn't really play too much of it. And 8, I've never played 8. 9 is hard as hell. 10 is just as hard, if not harder. But yeah, Mega Man 11, I don't care. I am buying that game on the first day it comes out. I'm looking forward to that so much. It looks so good. Bloodstained. What's it called? Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Made by the same guy that did the Castlevania games like Aria of Sorrow, Lament of Innocence, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure he was the guy that worked on the like Castlevania, Metroidvania kind of games. I'm looking forward to those. My lord. Looking forward to that game very much so. I used to not be a big fan of those type of games, like a Metroidvania kind of thing, until I played Super Metroid. Then I became just a huge fan. I love that game. I love those games, not just Super Metroid. I love Metroidvania games in general. Let's see here. Code Vein. Code Vein. A lot of people are having like some kind of issue with the release of Code Vein. They're saying that it's like some kind of rip-off of Dark Souls or something. I don't understand. I mean, it looks like something that Dark Souls fans you know would look forward to. I mean, it's a Souls game definitely, but it has a different storyline. It looks like it has a little bit of different combat too. I don't know totally for sure, you know, what the whole big deal about it is with people having a problem with that game, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, I think it looks really fun. I'm definitely going to be getting it. Looking forward to that one, though. It looks pretty cool. Let me see here. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I hope to God we do get a Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil 2 was the first Resident Evil game I ever played. I think I was like 8, and that game scared the shit out of me. Scared me so bad I refused to play it again until I was 14. Scared the ever-loving shit out of me, man. But I'm looking forward to that. It's the remake if they decide to release the remake. Death Stranding looks really weird. Like really weird. I heard it's supposed to be a successor to is it Silent Hills or PT? I know PT and Silent Hills are supposed to be the same thing, almost positive, but I think it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor or something like that. It looks really cool though. It looks really trippy, like a mind fuck, but it looks really good. That's going to be very interesting. And the biggest anticipated release, you know, for me, The Last of Us 2. Man, oh man, The Last of Us is by far my favorite PlayStation 3 game. The remaster version on PS4 is fucking phenomenal. Definitely over 20 bucks. That game's over 60 bucks. I mean, or even like 80 bucks. That game is just so damn good. I love The Last of Us. That is one of my all-time favorite video games. It's just so good, man. Like, if you haven't played The Last of Us, even if you don't like zombies, play that game. Oh my god, you will love it. And I was mistaken. There is one more question I have. Do you know the way? Or I guess, do you know the way? No, I do not know the way. I do not know where your beautiful queen has gone. Anyways, that's gonna be pretty much it for me on this Q&A. If you have any other questions, like why do I suck so bad at this game, or any other kind of question, you know, to get to know me a little bit better and what to expect of the future channel, of my future channel, I'm sorry, or why do I always fuck my words up and get nervous when I record, go ahead, ask away. But this has been Cosmic Kaiju, and I hope to be seeing you guys later. See ya.